Hello and welcome to Rathods IAS. Today in this session we are going to see current affairs of 9th April 2024. So first of all we are going to see the front page of Hindu and we are going to pick out the articles which are relevant from our examination point of view. After picking out of articles we are going to see like in different dimensions. How can you think about a single topic? And even we are going to connect a topic from one subject to different subjects. So we are going for interlinking of subjects. So this multidimensional manner and interlinking of subjects is the right approach of preparing your current affairs for any competitive examination. Especially this will suit your UPSC CSC examination. Okay. So without wasting any time, let us see the first article. So I want to say one thing. So here we are celebrating Ugadi in our state in Telangana today. So I wish you a very happy Ugadi for all of you. So this is like the new year. That is a Telugu new year. Okay. So now let us see the first article, that is about households debt surged to new high by December 2023. So recently one survey released and this survey is saying that households debt, it is increasing. So we are going to see some dimensions. And I want to announce about this offline course of Rathods IAS. So we are going to start this offline course from July 2nd week onwards. And there are very special features of this course. So there will be 100% coverage of your syllabus. And there will be one-to-one mentorship on every Sunday. There remains answer in practice on the day 1 and we are focusing on practicing of PYQs and as well as prelims test series. So whatever the thing which is necessary for your examination from prelims and mains point of view, we are going to cover 100% for sure. Okay. So now let us see the dimensions of this first article. So the first article, it is talking about household debt. It is talking about household debt. So this article is saying that recently one survey released and this survey is saying that there is increasing of this debt. Okay. So here you have to see like what are the reasons of this increasing of debt. So whenever there is increasing of debt means, so where they are investing. Where households are investing. So this is also you have to think. And this one is what will be the impact of increasing of household debt. So all these are the very important dimensions from your GS paper 3 under economy. Under economy you have to see all those things. Clear? So now let us see this article in detail. So we are going to complete this analysis within a short period of time. Like I will be taking around 35 to 40 minutes, not more than that. Okay. Yes, let us see why it is in news. So recently India household debt levels are reckoned. So it is all time high. So how much? It is around 40% of GDP. And the data which is as per December 2023. So the net financial savings, they had been dropped to their lowest. So savings are decreasing and there is increasing of debt burden on the households or the families. So this is the thing which mainly said. So this is the research which is done by Motilal Oswal. It is like a financial service firm. So financial service firm which released report. So this report is saying that there is increasing of household debt, that is around 40% of GDP, and on another side there is like a decreasing of savings, so it is 5% of GDP. It is very low. And if you see the details which are given in this article, so RBI also estimated that households net financial savings dropped to 5.51% in 2022 to 2023 and it is like 47 years old. So there is decreasing of savings of a family. And this one is, so this report which also said that households, they are adding fewer financial assets in the past because they were taking loans to buy real assets. So actually people nowadays, you are focusing on buying of real assets rather than going for the savings. Okay, for example, they are taking homes and vehicles, which is not a sign of distress, but we can see there is improving of confidence in the future. Okay, so here if you are talking about based on banks data, it is saying that unsecured personal loans, they are continuing to growing at a faster pace. So unsecured personal loans are also increasing day by day, especially within household debt, and it is followed by secured debt and agricultural loans and business loans. So house debt, which is increasing because of like agricultural loans, business loans, etc. And the report which also says that net financial saving numbers, it is to weak economic growth or income growth and robust consumption, the growth in the physical savings. So because whenever there is increasing of the debt, it is having impact on consumption. It is having impact on the growth in the physical saving, that is going to be decreased. And next one here is, what does this household debt actually means? So household debt is defined as liabilities. Okay, so those are the liabilities of households. For example, if you are getting anything from non-profit organizations or institutions serving households, and they require like payments of interest or principal by the households, so this is called as a liability. And in India, especially this household debt comprise of consumer durables and house loans, personal loans and education loans, medical loans, etc. So all these comes under this part of household debt in India. And how this India's household debt which affect Indian economy? Yes, we can see like it is having short-term impact and as well as long-term impact. So what is the short-term impact? An increase in household debt can boost economic growth and as well as employment opportunities, and households, they borrow more to spend on consumption and investment, and this can stimulate aggregate demand and output in the economy. So in this way it can improve this impact. And next one here is, it is also causing this long-term impact. So long-term impact means we can see like negative effects on households, like they face difficulties in repaying their debt, especially interest rate will be rising day by day. And next one is that will also reduce consumption and savings, and that will also increase financial stress and even default risk. So these are the long-term and short-term impacts. And next one is external shocks. So there is also high level of household debt. Whenever there is high level of household debt, it makes economy vulnerable to external shocks. For example, if there are any global financial conditions, or for example any exchange rate and as well as commodity prices. So in this, whenever there is any changes happen, that will be having external shocks on that family. And next one is, there is also a rise of inequality in the society. If a household debt is concentrated among low income or like informal sector workers, so now they will be having very less access, especially to formal credit and social protection. So because of this, there will be increasing of burden of payment, and even that family will enter into financial distress. So these are some important points that you have to understand. And now let us see next topic. It is about several states are coming to court against center, says Supreme Court. Yes, especially southern states, they are moving towards Supreme Court and they are filing issues against center, especially regarding this financial issues. So this article is very important, and we can connect this article with federalism. Okay, so we can connect this topic with federalism, which is part of GS paper 2 under polity. And this article is very important from your mains point of view, not from prelims. Okay, so now let us see this topic in detail. So why it is in news? Here Supreme Court said a steady stream of states are compelled to approach it against center, while cautioning the union government against entering into a contest with water-starved Karnataka over its request for drought relief. So actually Tamil Nadu asked for relief, but central government had not released, and even Kerala government asked for relief, central government not released, and even now here's water-starved Karnataka is asking to release drought relief to Karnataka. It had not been done. So because of this, now Karnataka state government approached Supreme Court regarding to resolve this issue of releasing of funds between center and state. Okay, and if you see the details, it says that recently Tamil Nadu government accused center in Supreme Court of treating people of Tamil Nadu as stepmotherly fashion. Why? Because central government is delaying the release of disaster relief funds, that is around rupees 38,000 crore. Okay, because it had been affected with twin calamities like cyclone Mekong and as well as unprecedented floods in state southern districts. So because of this, here Tamil Nadu government asked to release funds, but central government had not released. And this one is even Kerala also filed first of its kind suit directly in the Supreme Court, blaming the center for arbitrary interfering in the net borrowing of the state. So here central government said that state is increasing or crossing the limits of borrowing. So because of this, yes, Kerala government also approached Supreme Court to resolve this issue between center and state. And now again Karnataka state government filed a petition in Supreme Court against central government regarding the release of funds. So here why there are economic conflict which is going on between state and center. So you have to know these reasons. It is very important from your mains. So why? Because of economic reforms. Actually we came up with this new economic policy or economic reforms in India in 1991. So after this, that changed the context of center-state relations from cooperative to conflictual one. So from 1991 onwards, in many states this issue of sharing of funds is happening. And this one is mobilization of resources. States, they have very less autonomy over the public expenditure policies. And because of this, we can see there are more and more dispute arises because of over resource sharing with the center. And next point here is policy resistance. So states, they have resisted the center's policies leading to breakdown of give and take equation that used to govern the center-state relations. So actually here states are also restricted. Okay, restricted to the central policies. So states are also not cooperating with the center. So this is the meaning of the statement. For example, here Tamil Nadu opposes center's NEET examination for admission into this UCG like undergraduate medical sciences. So and even central government is coming up with one size fits all approach, but this one size fit approach will not be safe for all the states. It is not useful for all the states because some states are forward and some states are backward. So we have to come with a state specific approach. And this one is even physical federalism is hindering. So recently 16th Finance Commission, which has recommended 45% of weightage criteria to income, which is not welcomed by the rich state. So because of this, it is also affecting the fiscal federalism. So this is also one important major cause for the increasing of dispute between center and state. And this one is there is limited autonomy. So states, they should ideally have more discretion and autonomy in regulatory institutions and central agencies, but center has tried to impose its own preferences and agendas on them. And this one is it is also having impact on physical autonomy. So both have adopted a more rigid and confrontational stance that also reduce the scope of negotiation and compromise. So these are some issues which are present between center and state that is affecting the relationship between center and state. And now let us move on to our Hindu page. I discussed these two topics and that's all. So those are the very important topics from your front page, and you can simply leave city page and states page. So most of the articles are political articles and you can directly move on to this editorial page. So here in this editorial page, so the lead article is about political thing, that is talking about different parties and how they are offering like freebies. And next it is about aviation, so we are not going to see much about aviation. And here these two articles are important. So first one, it is like perverse intent. So here this article is talking about Citizenship Amendment Act, and number of times we discussed about this topic. Okay, so I will tell you like dimensions that you have to see about this topic. Citizenship Amendment Act. Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019. So let us see the dimensions. You have to see like what is this Citizenship Amendment Act, and you have to see like what are the provisions. See like what are the provisions of the Citizenship Amendment Act and why it is discriminatory. And how this act is affecting fundamental rights of Muslims. Okay, so here you have to see what are the issues, what are the challenges, and you have to see like Tamil Nadu state government is refusing to implement this CAA, and Tamil Nadu state is saying that it is the responsibility of central government, not the state government. So here you have to see that thing, and you have to see like what are the pros and what are the cons of this Citizenship Amendment Act. So these are the important areas and important dimensions you have to see, and this topic is important from GS paper 2 under polity and governance. Okay, so now let us see the next topic. It is about marching ahead with technology absorption. So here you have to focus on this word called as what is this technology absorption. It is very important. Okay, so let us see what is this technology absorption in our notes. And this topic is important from your science and technology from GS paper 3. So why it is in news? Because Indian Army is observing year 2024. This year will be the year of technology absorption. It is an year of technology absorption. So that this theme underscores the Army's steadfast focus on embracing technology to transform itself so as to keep ahead of adversaries in the context of evolving character of a warfare. So actually now Indian Army is saying that this year it is an year of technology absorption. So this theme which underscores Army's steadfast focus, like it won't embrace the technology to transform itself. It want to use this technology to transform Indian Army and even to keep ahead of adversaries in the context of evolving character of warfare. So nowadays warfare had been changed because of increasing of technology. So we are having intercontinental ballistic missiles, right? That means if you are firing in one continent, it will be hitting the target which is present in the another continent, right? So here because of this changing of warfare, so we have to make sure that we are ready for this next generation warfare. So this is the idea behind this year 2024. So here absorption will be mainly in the terms of disruptive technology. For example, we are using this artificial intelligence, we are using this autonomous weapon systems, for example drones, sensors, robotics, space technology, hypersonic weapon systems, and several nations they are led by United States and China. They have remarkable accomplishments in the field of disruptive technologies. And apart from that, if you see here, the strategic competition and engagements in the future, they are going to be inevitably decided by the edge a nation possesses in absorbing these technologies. We are focusing on absorbing these technologies. Apart from this, in military parlance, absorption which implies acquisition. We are going for acquisition, and as well as we are going for adaptation and integration of technologies into existing structures called as legacy systems. And apart from that, so we are focusing on realized lethality, and as well as we are going for potential lethality in the recent wars. For example, in this Russia-Ukraine war, we saw that And even regarding this Armenia, Azerbaijan, regarding this Nagorno-Karabakh region, it is not different much. Okay, if you see these two wars, so they are almost or same in this earlier era. And even if you are talking about this technology absorption, so it is very much necessary. Like we have to focus on organization restructuring, and we have to focus on even managing of human resources, and we have to cultivate specialists, and we have to focus on higher levels, and we have to focus on civil military fusion, and also we can come up with structure and policies to ensure data integrity, and we can focus on having a procurement policy. Okay, so all these are very important in this technology absorption. Clear? And now let us move on to our Hindu page, and here in this text and context, so before that let us see this opinion page. So in this opinion page you can see this article, that is heat affects India's aim to move from coal to renewables. So what happened, whenever there is increasing of heat or heat waves, there is increasing of demand for electricity, because we are going to use coolers, ACs and fans, okay, etc., right? So because of this, yes, there will be increase in the demand for electricity. So as of now we are using this thermal power. Okay, majorly we are using this thermal power, and India's aim it is to move towards renewable source of energy. But here, because of increasing of heat effects, so there will be increasing of demand for the power, and the power availability determines the deal. Okay, so because of this, what are the source of power we are having, so we are using them more efficiently now. So as of now, that means we are using more thermal energy, so that here the idea of moving from coal to renewables will be decreased, okay, because of increasing of temperature. That's it. And next, if you move on to this text and context, there are articles which are important. So first one is, why have madrasas been in the spotlight in Uttar Pradesh? So here the topic it is about madrasas. So madrasas are very simple. So they are the places where Muslim children, they are going to learn Quran. Okay, so Quran is the holy book of Islam, right? So they will be learning Quran in this madrasas. And actually, so the madrasas in UPs are highly in use because they are not having or getting proper funds to maintain this madrasa. So this is one important issue. And next topic here is different approaches in AI regulation. So recently here we have United Nations resolution on artificial intelligence. So because of this, we are going to see what is that and how we can going to achieve the sustainable development goal. So these two are very important articles, and we are going to see that in detail. So why it is in news? Because United Nations passed United Nations resolution on artificial intelligence. Okay, so because of this, we are going to control this artificial intelligence in a new phase. So if you see the details, it says that identifying the risk is evident in the approach adopted by China, and this identifying of risk, which mainly focuses on promoting artificial intelligence tools and innovation with the safeguards against any future that is going to harm nation's social and economic goals. Yes, here it is going to harm our nation's social and as well as economic goals. So because of this, whenever we want to expand our economy, so India's response, even we are going to have like a commitment to attain sustainable development goals, and we have to focus on even economic growth. So for that, the regulation of artificial intelligence is very, very important. So we're talking about what this resolution is. Like the resolution recognizes AI's potential to accelerate progress towards 17 sustainable development goals, and even calls for cooperation among states, private sector, civil societies and other stakeholders. So all these together, they can have a collaboration so that we can have the regulatory frameworks and even proper governance for the safe artificial intelligence usage. And this one is United Nations Assembly, which also stresses the importance of bridging of this digital divide, because developed countries, they need to support these developing countries in gaining inclusive access to artificial intelligence technologies, and even we have to enhance digital literacy. So we have to even ensure technological advancement and as well as benefits for everyone equally. And with General Assembly resolutions are not legally binding and they serve as crucial indicator of global opinion. So these are the very important things that you have to remember. And now let us see about this madrasas in UP. So Supreme Court stayed a ruling of Allahabad High Court on UP Board of Madras Education Act. And Supreme Court, it is calling for an infringement of fundamental rights which are guaranteed under Constitution. And actually these madrasas, they are under spotlight since Yogi Adityanath government was first sworn in 2017. Because in Uttar Pradesh there are around 25,000 madrasas are there. And out of this, 16,500 they are recognized by UP Madrasa Education Board. And only 560 madrasas, they are receiving grants from the government. Okay. And because of this, many madrasas they are complaining that they are not getting grants and how can they pay the salaries. So this is the issue. Okay, and now let us see other important articles. So you can move on to this news page in your Hindu. Okay, so this is a news page and this page there is nothing much important. And you can leave this page of elections 2024. It is not at all useful. And here you can see in page number 12 one article, that is right against climate change a fundamental right, says Supreme Court. Supreme Court added one more important area under fundamental right is right against climate change. Supreme Court recognized that right against adverse effects of climate change as a distinct fundamental right in the Constitution. Okay, so here if you see the articles, so here this paragraph it said about articles. So it is recognized by articles, Article 14 and Article 24. Supreme Court observed in the judgment in which is released on April 6th. Okay, so here why this judgment is given by Supreme Court, because in this case is also connected with survival of endangered great Indian bustard species. Okay, so here it is like a fundamental right under Article 14 and under Article 21 of Indian Constitution. And you can see there is one more article here, that is strong link between high glycemic index diet and diabetes, says study. So this is the findings of international study which suggests that consuming low glycemic index and low glycemic loads might prevent development of type 2 diabetes. So if you are taking high glycemic foods, then you can get diabetes, with that to type 2. So which are those low glycemic foods that you have to take, like fruits, grains, lentils, non-starchy vegetables, legumes, dairy product and brown rice. So if you are taking these products like sugar, sweetened drinks, white polished rice, potatoes, white bread, then there is a high chance of getting diabetes. So please try to avoid this, students. Okay, that's it. And in this business page, I found one article which is relevant, that is India likely to produce 6.25% less wheat in 2024. In 2024, we are going to get less wheat. Why? Let us see the dimensions. So this article is talking about wheat production. So here you have to see the dimensions, like what are the conditions required for the growth of wheat. And apart from that, you have to see like why there is decreasing of production now, because of climate change, because of less rainfall, because of drought. And you have to see like what is this winter rainfall. So winter rainfall is very much helpful for the growth of wheat. And this wheat, it is an example of Rabi crop. Okay, so all these are very important concepts that you have to see from your GS paper 1 and GS paper 3 point of view. Okay, and let us move on to this world page. Yes, here you can see Hezbollah leader killed in Lebanon strike Israel. So here you have to see Lebanon and Israel. So as in Israel is sharing direct boundary with Lebanon, and here we have a concept of blue line, and this blue line is very important for your prelims. Okay, that's all. So these are the very important topics that appeared in our today's Hindu newspaper, and I will show exactly where can you get the notes of this class. So this is Rathods IAS classes Telegram channel. Do join this channel so that you will be getting updates regarding the classes when we are releasing, and even you will be getting the notes in the PDF format so that you can easily download the notes. And this is our Rathods IAS Academy YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And this is our Rathods IAS Academy website. So if you want to take any online course of Rathods IAS, you can watch the demo videos in this website and you can purchase the course in the website itself. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this class and thank you so much for watching.